What's up guys, MoneyManD here, back with another coin video. So I just recently got back from Witter Coin University, and I have some cool coins to show you, some swag, some awesome things to show you that I got during my time. So for those who don't know, Witter Coin is kind of very similar to the ANA Summer Seminar, which I did last year. I had both weeks there, and that was really fun. So I wanted this year, I couldn't go to the ANA seminar, but I went to this instead, and it's for kids. I think it's like 14 to 20, I think, and if it's 17 and younger, parent has to come. But it's really fun. You know, you go there, and you have classes in your hotel. They give you money for food. What else? And they have like tours and stuff. Really awesome instructors. And yeah, so first of all, the things we did, the schedule. The first day we went to Alcatraz, or the first full day, Sunday, went to Alcatraz, and then every day we had classes. And we took a break for lunch, more classes, and we had a speaker from at that 4 o'clock range. Also, some students went to the Witter Coin Shop and had pizza there, which was fun. It was split up into 3 groups. And that was most of it for every day, except Friday. They had the graduation banquet, which was fun. And then Saturday they had a little coin show. That was all the kind of kids brought their own coins, and then yeah, that was it. So first of all, I got the shirt on, the Witter Coin shirt. You can kind of see it. It says "U." It's Witter Coin with you in this. We have a hat. There's the logo right there. Nice hat. So that's pretty cool. And then yeah, there's another shirt, like just like a regular T-shirt. Got a little Witter Coin bag. Let me see if there's anything in here that I should take out. I guess a little name tag. No, there's a little. It's pretty cool. Little Witter Coin U. Notepad. What else? That's it. That was pretty cool. Got that bag. Oops. Whatever. And then now into some books. They were giving away books to the kids, which was really fun. This is a really cool book, The Gold Indians of Bella Lyon Pratt. Bella Lyon Pratt, yeah. That's the guy who engraved and who designed this, which is the same design for the 2.5 and 5. You got the Indian chief. And the pretty cool thing about this is it's sunken relief or low relief for incuse is what it's called. So the highest point is the field instead of the devices. So it's the die is like pointing up, so when it strikes a coin, all the design is sunken. So it's pretty cool. And there's the back of it, really cool eagle and stuff. So that was pretty cool. That was on a book by Alan Shine. It's pretty cool to give that away for free. That wasn't the author to give it away. Other people gave it away. What's this? And then this guy, it's heavy. This is a book by Dan Witter, who was there. He kind of walked around and stuff for a few of the days, and he gave these books. This is United States Proof Coins, Volume 4, Gold, Part 1 and Part 2. This is like a 10, 15 pound book, or 2 books, I should say. It was very heavy. I had to carry this back here on the plane. But this is pretty cool. I don't know too much about early proof coins, especially gold, which is crazy. These are all old. He did a volume 1, 2, and 3 are copper, nickel, and silver, I think. I don't know if it's in that order, but I know he did those, and then now he did gold, which is this one. So that was really awesome. Stuff to read. I bust that out of the packaging and read that. So now, into some coins. So first of all, I wanted this. One of the speakers come and spoke. They spoke about intro to bust coinage. It was Barry Sunshine, Mr. Sunshine. He was the one who talked about it. He showed us like all the pretty cool different varieties and early busts, dimes, quarters, halves, dollars, all that stuff, half dimes, and it was pretty interesting because I didn't know too much about I didn't know too much about the subject because I don't really have too much bust coinage, but it's fun to learn more about kind of a overlooked topic. Yeah. But this is, everybody got the sample slab. This is a quarter from Connecticut. CAC samples. This is a pretty cool CAC sample. This is the new generation 2 with the gray. It's a gray label. It's gray. And then they all got these little kind of not CAC sticker. It's inside the label. It's odd. I still don't fully understand that, but and yeah, just a simple quarter. Nothing too crazy. It'd be cool if there was all like bust quarters and stuff. Those are expensive. So that was cool. Yeah, I still don't get like the CAC sticker and on the thing. It's just the back of the slab. So we got the CAC on the top left. Got like little security seal and I don't know, some QR code. Yeah, so we got the letters, and then I think that's like gray sheet ID. I think that's maybe gray sheet ID. I don't know, something. I think it's gray sheet ID. And that's like the serial number for the coin. And this is number 18, so it's pretty cool though. There's people were fighting over which one to get. Like people want the number 1 and stuff, but of course you can't always get that. So look it up right now, CAC generation. So yeah, this is it's just announced soon or recently. July 1st they started doing it. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. That was the sample slab that we got. And then, of course, we'll get to later the sample slab that for graduation. We'll get to that later. But now since I'm onto some coins that are not encapsulated. First of all, at the show they had these. They were giving these out. Pretty cool. These are cents, Lincoln cents from 2025 last year. It says Witter coin 2025, 10 or 4. Actually, it's a Denver Mint mark too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, because there was 40 students, and I got number 10. I think it was the lowest one, maybe that was available. Yeah, I don't know how they did. They must have had a machine or something. And then of course you can see the imprint in the back because it is sunk in like that. It's pretty cool thickness. It's like a little cup thing, can hold some water in that. It's cool. And that's how you can tell with errors and stuff is if there's something in the die and you don't see it on the other side, like there's something like I don't know, some nail or whatever, but you see it popping out the other side, it's how you know it's not real, because the mint, when I'm striking it, it would be inside, it wouldn't be poking out. But of course it's not error. And then this coin I got with another coin purchased. I don't know what this is. This is an ancient coin. Ancients are not my thing, but it's still pretty cool. I can appreciate how cool it is. It's got a face on it, and then the back, it's got like the 2 people, I think. Yeah. Probably some like Roman coin or some of one of the common ones. And it's crazy how many ancient coins are still left. There's millions and millions, maybe even a billion ancient coins that are just floating around, and they're generally inexpensive, except if you get like a coin with Caesar on it or Alexander the Great. But otherwise, they're pretty common. And this coin, yeah, I bought this next coin and it came with that. This is a pretty cool. I'm trying to make a set of British coins with British monarchs on them from 1700 or so, 1702 or something, to now. And I have a lot of them. I'm missing William IV, George the First, and George the Fourth, and then Queen Anne. So I'm missing 4. But this is my first one, George the Second. So this is really old, actually. Turn it is Georgius the Second. He's facing left on here. This is of course British, and it just says Rex. And then here it is. It says Britannia, 74. This is a really old coin, almost 300 years old. Let's see. And this is actually, I don't know, I think this is, I would say, I mean, it's got some like brown stuff on it, but this is actually in pretty good condition for its age. I would say it's probably like, I don't know, maybe the fine VG. Definitely not IG. I think it's VG condition or something. This is actually the most expensive one in VG. But this is pretty cool to see the inspiration for our American coins. You got kind of Lady Liberty. Of course, I don't have a better picture. If I had a nice coin, it'd be very expensive. But there's like Lady Liberty or whatever, Britannia, Lady Britain, or whatever they call it. And it directly inspires U.S. coinage. You know, the trade dollar looks very similar to this. When she's sitting on the pedestal, holding like a branch, but her hand is on her thigh or whatever, not a this is she's got like a spear. She got a trident, which is not on that American coin. But yeah, so that is pretty cool. So now, like I said, I'm working on my set. I'm only 4-way. Queen Anne's a little bit harder, but I mean George the first and fourth are not gonna be that hard, and William not gonna be that hard. Just gotta get them. Okay, so some more coins that I bought. This next coin I bought is from Madison, but I'm still showing it off the video. It is a Japanese coin. I know she loves her Japanese coins, and she is working on a nice album of that. So of course I look out for them, look out for the ones that she needs, and then I buy them for her. So this one is a 20 cent. This is older. It's got the two dragons in the middle, pretty cool. This is from the Meiji, Emperor Meiji, M-E-I-J-I. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I know I am, but yeah. But you needed this coin. This is a little bit of an older one. There's 3 ones. There's the first one, which is pretty expensive. The third one's not that expensive, but this one is pretty okay. So it's like $5 in silver, but it's worth, of course, more than that. This is from 1905, actually, the last year of this type, and it is actually the most expensive one in VF condition. I guess it's cool. I mean, it's got some like cleaning to it or whatever, but I would say it's pretty close to VF. And this is 80% silver. Yeah. So let me get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? Yeah, so 80% silver. Meanwhile, the other one, so she needs 1 rin, she needs a half cent, a 5 rin, a 1 cent, another 1 cent from the same period, another 1 cent, newer cent, a 2 cent, 5 cent, 5 cent, 5 cent, yeah, a bunch from the Meiji period. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that she needs from the Meiji period. Bunch of 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents. Yeah, so the other two, this 20 cent, the first one is 80% silver. It's just like, actually no, I guess they're all 80% silver. No, this was 80% silver, the last one, which was only 4 grams, and this is more. This is like, was it 8 grams or something? This is definitely more. And then, but the first one, the oldest one, is 5 grams. Okay, no, yeah, this is more than 5 grams. That's 80% silver. Let me see. Yeah, this is 5.39. So for some reason they made them bigger for over 30 years, and then they made it smaller the last one. Whatever, I guess inflation for them. But it's still a really cool coin. I enjoy looking at the Japanese coins with their different flowers and stuff on them. And there's one with like a swan on them. Those are pretty cool. So next up, next some coins for me. Just 2 coins, nothing too crazy. Really beautiful Greek coin with some really nice toning on. I love the toning. It's in Greek. Let's see. It says Constantine, and then Anna Maria, King of Helens. So that probably says Constantine, Anna Marie. You can kind of see it. King of Helens. Then you got King Constantine II, who was king from 1964 to 73. So it's actually, he was the last king that they had a kingdom. So I know they had like some Constantinus and Georges. So George the First from 1863 to 1913, and Constantine the First from 1913 to 1917, not that long. He was deposed, I guess, he changed governments, and then Alexander, who was 1917 to 1920, and then Constantine the First again until from 20 to 22, and then George II from 22 to 24. And the monarchy was abolished in 1924, and then it was brought back in 1935, and then George II was king from 35 to 47 until he died, and then Paul was king from 47 to 64. I think I have coins from them, basically, yeah, until he died, and then Constantine II, who actually recently died 2 years ago in 2023, and then it was abolished again in 73, but the monarchy didn't come back. So that's a pretty cool, I guess, little history of it. But yeah, he was the last king of Greece, and he was married to Anna Maria of Denmark, who is still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. And this is the royal marriage commemorative. This is 30 drachmae. 30. Very odd denominations. They did like 1530, I think like 45. I've seen some really odd denominations. And then we got the really nice double eagle. And of course, this is 64. This is, 12 grams of silver, 83.5% silver. What else? It has some edge lettering that it doesn't tell me. Let's see. This was made, I can actually tell, in Bern or Königsberg. This was made in Bern. Königsberg would be a B-O, a B and an O on the top, but this has got a B and an O below. You can kind of see right there. So it's made in Bern, Switzerland. I didn't know Norway even made stuff, but that's pretty cool. This one, like I said, Bern, yeah, large edge lettering apparently, and then the B is below the thing, which is slightly rarer. It says 40% frequency compared to 65, which doesn't make any even sense. It's a pretty common coin. They made 1 million of each. Each made 1 million, so it was 2 million. So it's kind of pretty common. And then actually the same year Denmark made a commemorative coin of her marriage as well. That's pretty cool. From the Royal Danish Mint. That's a little more rare, but 83.5 or 80. That one's 80% silver, weighs more. That's got more silver in it. That'd be pretty cool to get both of them. But I have one, so I'm happy. And I love the toning on that. Just really nice, like fiery toning. Really nice luster, of course. BU. Crazy cartwheels though. It's got some like weird stuff. Must have been struck interestingly. I can show you. That fiery toning is really cool. So, like that. And then the next coin I got for a great deal is a German coin. I don't buy too many of this modern German stuff, but this is a 10 euro. So they made they have, just like we have our silver coins, they make, the European countries make their coins as well, with like commemorative coins and stuff made out of silver, and of course, it's a kind of face value of 10 euros, but it's worth, more than that. This is 2002. D is Munich, Germany. Pretty cool little kind of modern eagle there. I like that. And it says Bundesrepublik Deutschland, which is the Republic of Germany. And the back was interesting. So this is a commemorative coin. It says 100 har. Hare? I'm not gonna pronounce that. U-Bahn. Uh, in Deutschland. So this is the 100 years anniversary of the subway in Germany. So this is a pretty cool subway car thing. You know, the Autobahn is like the road, but I guess U-Bahn is subway. I guess that makes sense. U is like, maybe like U is like automated or whatever. You don't have to do it, right? Because the subway is, you don't drive on the subway. So it's pretty cool. Apparently has this edge lettering too. It says historical and forward-looking. Historisch und Zukunftsweisend. Okay. But this is sterling silver, 18 grams. So this is actually 10 euros today is 12 US dollars. Right, let me just check that. Yeah, that's actually 11.65, so a little bit under. And this has got over $20 in silver. And I got this for probably a little bit over face value in American. So that was really cool. Really nice price. And there was 2 million made, so it's not that rare. And yeah, it's really cool. Germany has been a bunch of these silver coins. I see them all the time from the 60s and 70s. These silver, well, maybe actually even the 50s. I've seen the coins, and then they commemorate different things. So it's pretty cool. Okay. Next up, we have some other things. We got my little, I guess I call it diploma, but it's more a certificate of completion. I was in the intermediate class, Witter coin. There's the logo right there. And then there's signatures and instructors. I'll list them off. We got John Brush, Devin Hip, Steve Feltner, that was my instructor. And Kevin Kaufman, Keith Moon, David McCarthy was my other instructor, James Stouchesteik, and Seth Chandler. And Seth Chandler is the person who's in charge of Witter. That's a pretty cool little thing there. Okay. Next up, I went to Alcatraz, took a bunch of awesome photos and videos too. Just stay tuned for those once I get those posted. And of course, I had to get a souvenir. And I love my pins. I'm into coins, but I think pins are pretty cool too. So I was able to get this really cool it's a historical replica, of course. Alcatraz Bureau of Prisons Correctional Officer pin. That's a really cool pin right there. It's used from 34 to 63, which was when the thing was open. It says U.S. Prison Service. Yeah, United States Prison. Yeah. It's got a watchtower, and it says penal institutions. I say that right. Yeah, penal. I don't even know. And as you see right there, they wore it on their hats. Right there. Let's see if I can get this under the microscope. Yeah, you guys see, there's a watchtower. So stuff pretty cool. But there was a lady there. It was pretty cool. She actually lived on Alcatraz because apparently the guards, people who worked Alcatraz, were able to live there, or maybe they had to live there. So this lady, her dad was a guard, and she lived there 3 separate years, 2 in the 50s and then 1 in 62 when the great escape happened. When the escape happened, and I was able to get her signature. So it's pretty cool. It says on Alcatraz, Jolene, and then I can't remember her last name, but as you see, it starts with a B. So I'll show it there a little bit better. So that's really cool. I was able to get that signed. She's there, signing things like books. She has a few books written, and just signing anything that's cool that you're buying. So I like that. It was nice. And giving the Golden Gate National Park's kind of cool bag, I guess. Okay, then let me bring this over here. Ugh, this is heavy. Okay. And there's one kind of last little thing is the one last coin is the graduation one. We'll get to that in a minute. So there was a speaker. Pull up the business card. Bob Campbell, or Robert Campbell, I think they called Bob. He has a shop all about coins. There's Robert Campbell, Bob Campbell. He's A&A past president, P&G member. His shop is in Utah. Plug the shop, why not? This is ours. So pretty cool shop to get a business card. But he was there and he talked about tone coins, which is really cool. I don't know too much about it, and tone coins are crazy in today's market. People pay them multiples of what a coin is worth just because it has tone on it. So I think it's very interesting. I do want to get kind of a nice toned American coin soon. Or maybe not soon, but eventually. When people got toned Morgan dollars that go for thousands is when the price guide is like $100. So I think they're pretty cool, but you have to be aware since toning is so so it's so valuable. People fake it a lot. It's called artificial toning, crushable color. Happens all the time. Integrating services, you see them all the time. They have that, which is good that they're able to determine what's real and not. But he talked more about it, which is really fun. But later in that day, it was like 9 p.m. We came back and he wanted us everybody to come back. So basically, we all came back. He wasn't giving a lecture. We were kind of what do we do? Are we learning about something? But no, he said go upstairs and upstairs thing, and then grab a box with your name on it. So okay, a box with your name on it. It's gotta be good. So everybody went and get their box with their name on it. Of course, I got my name on it. And it's a dealer kit basically. He was very generous. He gave every kid had a personalized kit to be things that you need for to be a dealer and stuff. So we'll get into that right now. So I was very thankful. I thanked him several times for that. It was really awesome that every kid got that. We spent like an hour just looking through them and just having fun with it. So first of all was this really nice jeweler's loop. Everybody needs a loop. Mine it's downstairs. It's away right now, but it's a really nice 10x loop. I have a 30x loop and a 5x loop, but now I finally have a 10x loop, which is kind of the perfect one. It was very nice, very appreciative of that. It's very super helpful. I'm going to use it. I'm going to head to a coin shop soon, so I need to use that. So that was cool. We also, everybody got a Witter Coin University lanyard. I don't know if he got that, or I guess Witter probably put that in. So mine is on my Witter lanyard. Next up, everybody got a money bag, which is very important to hold money and stuff. I already have one, but it's great to have another one. Oh my god, people were trying to buy it off of the kids because it's just so important to have. And then each bag, I had every kit came with a little magnet. I don't have it right here because it's pretty strong. A strong little magnet to detect counterfeits, but I don't want to have it near any electronics or anything because it will damage some stuff. And every money bag had $30 in it. He said he wanted every kid to have change for a 20. So it was $30 and like a 10, 2 5s and 10 1s, I believe. So that was really awesome. And also, of course, I looked through my currency. I don't collect too much currency, but I do have a minor thing. And found a star note in there. I thought that was planned, but no, it wasn't. It's actually a low serial number, pretty low. 5886. That's 4 digits. It's pretty low. There's 8 digits in the serial number. If you can see 4 zeros or 4 nines, 4 zeros front, 4 zeros back, or 4 nines front, 4 nines back, you're talking worth a little bit more. I know it's probably worth just a few bucks, but it's also a star note, which is pretty cool. Other than that, it's just a regular dollar bill. But that was fun. So I already got 30 bucks, which was nice. Moving on, we all got a little notepad. One of these guys. Yeah, got one of those guys. That was cool. And then a sales order, 50 sales orders. That was really fun. And then he wanted everybody to write one. So there's my first one. It's got my stamp on it and stuff. It was selling a coin. Didn't actually sell a coin really. And we got a really cool. If I can open it. Stamp. I think that's what this is. Just a stamp. That's really awesome. Love that. stamp right there. Basically, my business gave us business um, stuff, business cards. That's my company deal my silver coin. That's really fun. Nice toned Morgan on that. And Witter coin student. That was very cool. Everybody got one of these guys. This helps. This is good for counterfeit detection again. Most of the stuff was like for counterfeit. Make sure counterfeits thing, measures its coins, because that's very important. The other things, everybody got a really nice pen. Everybody got a 2026 red book, which is nice. I don't have one. Now I do. I think I have a 2025. So this is actually, is this the big one, or I don't, there's different, there's different, I think it's just a regular one. But this is really fun to look at. They change it around all the time. I think it's pretty cool. And also everybody got a scale, which is also very important. I needed one of these. Pretty cool. So that was so awesome, and I was very glad. I went to Witter Coin, of course. I'm very glad he was there. He gave this away. Every kid got theirs with their own, of course, their own name on it, not my name on it. That would be funny if everybody had my name on it. But so all of that. Then now we can get into the good stuff. The last coin, graduation makeup. Everybody gets a CAC sample, graded coin. First year, yeah, they gave like Morgan and Peace. That was in like PCGS. Yeah, one kid, Connor, has been there. This is his first ever four-time person. He's taken all the classes, I guess. This is the 5th time overall, so nobody's been for all 5 times. But 2022, yeah, I don't know what they did in 2021, but 2022 they gave out like PCGS, NGC graded or sample Morgan silver dollars. 2023 they gave out like tokens, I think. 4 they gave just regular graded Morgan and Peace dollar, or maybe just Morgan dollars sample slabs, or it wasn't sample slabs. It was graded by CAC, but it wasn't sample. And this year is the same thing, except it's not graded. It's just a sample slab. So it's 80. This is an 84.0. It's got the Witter Coin U logo. This is the only. I think pretty sure this is the only year to have that, or at least the first year. CAC sample Witter Coin University class 125. Really awesome. I believe that's a grade sheet ID. 89 is sample because it's a sample. It's number 14. It's actually pretty cool. And there's the CAC little thing in the label. And here's a coin. Really nice coin. Have to check for any VAMs. It won't even fit. The slab is really nice. I do like the slab. Definitely MS condition. I would say like MS. I mean, it's got some weak strike to it, but I think it's like MS 60. I was hoping for a 4, but it's more like a 3. Probably 3. Here's the traditional Morgan dollar. It's really nice. Kind of original Morgan dollar. There's the New Orleans. Again, I'll check this off camera after the video for any VAMs. And then I also got this signed by Seth, who's in charge of Witter. It's kind of, it's been through the airplane. MS-70 was really cool. Yeah, I wish that would be great. There's no MS-70 Morgan dollars, unfortunately, because there's no perfect Morgan. Everything is good. Every one of them has a slight issue. Well, this is really nice, like glass white coin. Yeah, I mean, the grade doesn't really matter. This is, a very valuable coin because it's a sample. Of course, I will never sell it, but this is just really cool coin. So that was Witter Coin. I will apply next year and hopefully get in. I suggest everybody, if you're a young numismatist out there, I suggest you apply. If you're, 14 to 20, I think. I think it's 14, 20 is the age you apply. It's fun. It's very fun to go. A little bit more independent than the seminar. Seminar, maybe if you want to do seminar first. Seminar is also very fun. The Witter Coin is free. If you get it, it's free. You don't have to pay anything. Seminar costs money, but you can get scholarships. So that's kind of the difference between the two. Witter Coin is put on by a shop, and people donate money in seminars. I mean, small donations for people, but that's mostly paid to go. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. My favorite coin is, of course, the sample slab. Get another good look at that. I think my face is. Oh, there we go. Awesome coin. Hope you guys enjoyed, like I said, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.